couple things. I made some notes throughout the day. First of all, appreciate your coming today. Hope you got something out of it today. There's a lot of training videos on our website. We're going to be sending a lot of those. We're going to be redoing a lot of those videos and resending those out in the next 2 weeks. So you'll probably see about 5 or 6 different live videos in the next couple of weeks.
Cool.
To really walk through all the things they didn't get a chance to cover today. But a couple of things I want you to do is life insurance is all about leaving a legacy. And so a lot of people, if you talk to them, what does people love to talk about when you talk to them?
Kids.
To their kids or their grandkids. People want to leave a legacy. And so there's all kinds of things. If you start talking to a grandparent and they have some grandchildren that they love, what about if they had, if they were giving that grandchild $10,000 every year for the next 20 years as an example? And I'm just using that as an example where every year on their birthday, they automatically get a check. There's all kinds of things you can do. Just think outside the box. But life insurance can leave a legacy. The biggest thing I can tell you is this. If you don't get anything else out of today, and I think what I'm about to say here was what today's all about is having conversations with your clients. Just have conversations. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Listen a lot. If you'll listen to your clients, they'll tell you everything that you need to know. You simply have to listen to your clients. Just simply take notes and listen. There's so many policies out there. I mentioned this earlier, I'll mention it again because it bears repeating. There's so many policies out there that are just underfunded. They bought universal lives to where, they're just underfunded today. So make sure that you have those in-force illustrations and go back and visit with those individuals about those things. Here's an idea here that I make a lot of money on. I mean, a lot of money. And this is the simplest idea that you'll have. When you write a term policy, even though you may write a 10, 15, 20, 25 or 30-year term, don't wait. If you write a 20-year term, don't wait 20 years to review that term. Review that term every single year. Every single year, I review every single term. And I can send it to anybody who wants it. I have an email format that I use, and I basically, here's what your current scenario is. I don't know if your life has changed over the past year, if you're still in the same health and you still qualify for Standard Plus, non-tobacco, or whatever rating they previously qualified for. Here's some new rates to where they can get back that year that they lost. They can increase it from 500 to 750 or to $1 million. All the time I do that. On term insurance, you're not getting much renewals, if any renewals at all. And if you can increase that coverage, improve that, lengthen that term or increase the coverage, you're going to get new commissions. And I'm telling you, it's a gold mine. I do that I probably replace 30 or 40 term policies every single year just from a simple email out to the clients. I mean, it is so easy to do. They could have had a change in income. They could have had a change in, a household. They could have had a baby. They could have, gotten married. They could have had a mortgage. They could have bought a business. All life changes. And if you don't end up contacting those people at least once a year, you're going to miss out on those changes. You're going to miss out on those opportunities. And so again, we didn't get a chance to get today. You're going to see an email in the next couple of weeks. Is ask about long-term care. Every single client just simply ask about long-term care. We talked a lot about today, just high level. You're going to see some great detailed email about lazy money. The life long-term care products, I'm telling you, they are tremendous, tremendous products. So make sure you ask about those. Here's something else that I do too, is I always want to show you the value of life insurance, especially if it's permanent life insurance. And I do this every single time. I'll ask them, how long do you expect to live based on your current health and your family history? If you had that crystal ball, how long will you live? Obviously none of us know how long we're going to live, but if we had that crystal ball and we could, based on our current health and our family history, how long did our parents live? How long did our grandparents live? What type of current health do we have? If you had to project how long you would live, what age would that be? So let's just say they say 80, and I'm showing them a permanent life insurance policy. I'm going to say, well, at the age of 80, you've paid in $68,000 into this life policy, and you've got a $250,000 death benefit. And the reason I show you that, Mr. and Mrs. Prospect, is I want to show you this is a great deal. You're just re-emphasizing how it's a great, great deal. So I ask that question every single time. And I do the math. I do the math right there for them. If you do live to age 80, here's how much you paid in the policy, and here's the death benefit. I want them to see it's a tremendous deal. But here's the thing about it. They're giving you the age kind of a best case scenario in most scenarios. It's not a best case scenario, but it's closer to the best case scenario. What if they pass away tomorrow? What if they pass away the next week? What if
Even better deal.
It's even a better deal as far as, Mr. Prospect, reason I ask you that question is, I want you to see how great of a value life insurance truly is. So I ask that question every single time, and I do the math on it. Because I want to show the value, the premiums paid versus the death benefit that goes to the family. One of the great things, and I love First Heartland. I've been with First Heartland now it'll be 8 years next month, is we partnered with them as soon as we opened Secure. It's been the only upline we've had for life insurance for the fully underwritten life side has been First Heartland. And what I love about it is you're never going to get beat on price. You're never getting beat on price. If you're quoting term insurance, and I'll just use term as my example, I'll use a couple of different examples. You can quote term. I don't care if they call Select Quote, all those TV commercials, radio commercials. I don't care who they call. I don't care if they go to every broker in town, every broker in the, you're not getting beat on price, okay? And price is important, especially if you're in a competitive situation. You're simply not getting beat. But another great thing is you're not going to get beat on underwriting either. Because not only is price important, but underwriting is important. And what I love about, there's a form, and we didn't get a chance to go through it today, there's a HIPAA form. And so let's just say that you get declined by, or not declined, but maybe declined, and or just didn't get the rating you're looking for from Protective or Lincoln or, whoever it may be, principal, whoever it may be, but we submit this one HIPAA form, and all of a sudden we could shop that case through 30-something carriers. We shop that case through a lot of carriers, and then we'll see who comes back with the best rating without having to submit an application with 18 different carriers. We get one form that can do all this. So you're just not getting beat on price. When you submit, let me give you some hints on underwriting. Because now if you use the Symetra Swift Term or use the accelerated underwriting programs, those programs will go pretty quick. But let's say you use a fully underwritten process, and they got to order, having medical exam, they got to order medical records. How long can something like that take sometimes?
Months.
It can take months, okay? I got a case, no lie, issued just a couple of days ago. It's been underwriting for about 4 months, okay? Now, what is the key to that whole scenario?
Stay in contact.
You gotta stay in contact. Who said that? Raise your hand. That you gotta stay in contact with your clients. Every single week, every single Friday, every client pending gets an email from me to let them know exactly the status of of their account. Sometimes it doesn't change. We're still waiting for medical records. I want them to know what the status is. So every single Friday, an email goes out with current scenario, and it shows them exactly what they've still applied for, what rating we're shooting for, what the type of coverage. It shows them all the details, and we just update the outstanding requirements. Sometimes we need a HIPAA form signed, or sometimes we need a special, medical form signed. Whatever it is, and get those things immediately. But stay in contact with your clients. Just make sure you stay, keep them updated, stay in touch with them. And we talked about this earlier. You'll sell a lot more of something that you truly believe in. I'm telling you, you'll sell a lot more of something that you truly, truly believe in. I believe in life insurance, and I own a lot of life insurance. A ton of, probably too much life insurance, but I own a lot of it. I want to leave a legacy. And so so just make sure that you do that. So, and the biggest thing here today, last thing is, I really would love to see a lot of you get in the life insurance market. And when I say get in the life insurance market, I'm talking about to where you're selling, $250,000, $500,000 worth of premium every year. And it's not hard. I promise you it's not hard. First Heartland has a great trip. Last year, I went on a trip with them to, where was the trip to last year? I'm trying to remember where I went to.
I was
Colorado.
Yep.
And this year it's in South Carolina. And so I qualified for the trip both years. Tremendous. But the biggest thing is this. You've got a lot of support. You don't have to know the answer to all the questions. If you have a client that you want to do a three-way call with, call me. I'll get on a three-way call with you and the client. You keep all the commissions. I'll help you close the case. I have Joshua in Colorado on a Saturday morning. He had a very large life case, and I don't remember exactly, probably made him 20,000 commissions or so, something like that. I don't remember the exact number. And on a Saturday morning, I got on a phone call with him. and we did illustrations, we did a join.me to where they could see my screen there. We closed the deal right there on the spot. I'm in Missouri, he's in Colorado. So if you need help on a live case, call me. I'll be glad to help you. If you need help trying to figure out how to run illustrations, call me. If you need help, First Heartland's there to help you. Paul and all, the entire First Heartland team is there to help you. So you're not in this alone, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And just think outside the box, ask questions. There's so much opportunity. And you want to talk about having some large cases? You know, I've sold some cases in excess of $500,000 annual life premiums. I've got one in Penny right now that's about $480,000 annual life premium. And so they're out there. You just got to think outside the box. You got to be willing to go get those individual cases. But if you need help, I'm here to help you. I want to see you succeed in life insurance. We sell a lot of Medicare. My favorite product, Matt, anybody else can tell you, my favorite product, Dallas, anybody can tell you, my favorite product is life insurance. I absolutely love life insurance. So, any questions from anybody at all? Okay. Hey, what time is it now? A little bit before 4, is that right?
Hey, Brian.
3.
So, I was just gonna add, so we're putting a lot of training videos on our site. If there's something not on there that you would like to see, please email me and let me know, and we will, because we've got a lot of different, we can use our staff, our team to do videos, but I'm sure if I called up Paul and said, hey, would you do a video on this? I'm sure there's people at First Heartland would love to do stuff like that.
Yep.
So, I mean, there is a plethora of topics we can cover. So if we don't have something on there, please let me know. The other thing is, guys, the group me. If you haven't got on group me yet, do that for me, if you would. I really want to get a channel going where, and it's on our Facebook page, Secure Insurance Agents, you can find the link there. I really want to get a channel going of success, because when you have a success, let's say Holden goes out tomorrow and writes a life insurance policy with a long-term care rider. It may make you think of, it may make Steve think of, you know what, I've got a guy in the same situation, I could do that. Success breeds success, and so that's what we really want to do with that. So if you could just share wins on there. If you have a question, if you're sitting in a client's house and you have a question about does Medicare cover a walker, throw that on the group me real quick. Brian, that goes to Brian, that goes to Joshua Young, that goes to Matt, that goes to Ty. There's probably 500 years worth of Medicare experience on that group me. So just use that for different things, and we would love to get that channel going. So.
Hey, explain to them what it is. Some of them are asking what it is.
So GroupMe is it's kind of like group, GROUPME. It's if you go to our Facebook page, Secure Insurance Agents, and scroll through the post, there is a link on there to it. You have to download the app, but it's just a texting app, and we're all in one big group, okay? And it's all in one big group, and then whenever you send out a message, it goes to the whole group. Or you can message somebody privately in the group or whatever, but it goes to the whole group. And I mean, you talk about a resource, it is a resource that can really help you out in the field and all that stuff, so.
Okay. Hey, I know a lot of y'all came from a long distance to get here, and I appreciate that very much. If you're from outside of Southwest Missouri and you would like to go to dinner tonight, we can go to dinner at 5 or 5:30, whatever time everybody wants. If you're needing to go ahead and travel back, don't hold up for dinner. I don't want to keep anybody from traveling back. But if you are, I know a few of you are staying the night and then flying out in the morning or driving back in the morning, whatever it may be, and you want to go to dinner tonight, we'll have dinner here at Twin Oaks at, let's just say 5:30. And for those who haven't seen the office, we're going to head back to the office over here. So we'd love for you to come back over here. Any questions, any comments? Thank you. Thank you all very much. Thank you, Paul.
You bet. Thanks, guys. Great working with you.